position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hurricanes ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
The inside handoff. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. After the run, now to throw. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
Auburn going to work with another first down. He'll keep it himself.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to get the corner. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you
breaks into the open, he's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Pocket breaking down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Canes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes the handoff. It's Kane. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On target to the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go back to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Dashing the knee on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the right side. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll try it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Toss to the left. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Trying to do it on the ground. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
How about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Give to the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside, but look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. A nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gives it on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off.
He got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Canes will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving.
Oh, a lot of space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
what a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got it on the right. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Rides to back and leaves it. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Leaves it with the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year. In college, I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. Boy, the defense clamped down on that third down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Got his man downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an eeasy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get...
Makes the grab down the left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He slides that just inside the right upright.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here we go. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 22. Offense facing fourth down.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Going to the running game. Nice move there. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Now they'll run it to the right here. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Miami! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And this quarterback really needs to come out of his funk right now. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Working that left side now. Brings into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock him free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Inside the... And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact the team's trajectory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Great place to start for this offense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. And I think it's fair to say that the corner... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he's dragged down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game possibly